Welcome to part 2 of Numb, the fingerstyle version by Linkin. Now where we left off in video 1 was at chorus 1, which went like this. And then we're going to get into this. So let me show you how we do that. So we're going to be pinching thumb and ring on open strings. And in fact, this whole next 7 notes are going to be played open strings. So pinching those two, then 2 open bottom strings, then another pinch, then 2 open bottom strings. So it's ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, thumb on there and ring finger on the bottom. Then pinky on the 3rd fret on the B string and hit that twice with the middle finger on this hand. And then pinching index and middle at the ends. Now if you preferred, you could use your middle and ring finger to do those 2 3s. It's up to you, okay? I prefer to use ring and pinky because that's just how I do it, but there's no right or wrong answer on that one. Good, next we're into, so this is verse 2 by the way, and it's a slight variation on verse 1. It's higher singing on the record, so I wanted to reflect that on the guitar. We're then going to be, if you've been doing it this way, going to leave the ring on the 3rd, move the ring on to the thicker string on the 3rd fret, put thumb on there and pinching bottom string, then bottom string again, then 3rd fret on the B string, then lift up. Then put it back. Then pinching D string, ring finger on bottom string, leaving the 3rd fret here on the B string clear, where it was, sorry. Then pinching that, then middle on that 3, lift it up, put it back, so that's a lot of middle finger there, then pinching top and bottom. So I'm going to do it all verse 2 up to that point. Once again, you can download the tab using the I link above, or you can get it from the video description. Just click there and that will take you through to student area. It's completely free. So verse 2 on the tab, here we go. And then we're into very similar to video 1. In fact, it is exactly the same. It's just got a different beginning. So this is very, very similar, all right? We're just not doing a pinch at the beginning of the bar. We've done a pinch from the bar before and it's tied over. You don't have to worry about what that means, but what does matter is that in video 1, I showed you how to do this. I've actually already shown that to you, so if you do need to see it again, or if you're starting watching new here on video 2, then go to video 1 and start learning verse 1 to get the hang of that. We're then into bridge 2, which once again, very similar to bridge 1, so I'm not going to be taking you through the whole thing. Okay, so where bridge 1 left off is it does this. Then it goes to this strums. Now bridge 2 is slightly different, okay? Bridge 2 goes, so when we do these 2 3s here on the A and B string, once again, I'm not going to be teaching you how to play that first part of bridge 1 because it's already in video 1, but I will play it again very slowly up to the point where there is something new. It's based on a C chord, 2 open B strings, pinching, more B strings, pinching, that's thumb, middle and ring. 3rd fret on the B, open on the B, pinching. Then we've got this. Okay, we're then going to go to a D suspended second. Now this is something you are going to need moving forward. This isn't a repeat of what we've done before. So index finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B, picking thumb, index, middle, index, thumb on the D string, okay, so it's based on a D chord. And then 3 more index. So not too difficult. Whoops, he says. Then pinching thumb on the top string and middle and ring finger on the bottom 2 strings. So it's almost like a big pinch where you put the index but not quite. Then playing open on the bottom string, 3rd fret on the B string, then lift up, then 2 B strings. So it's pinch, ring, middle, 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 middle. Okay, just holding down that 3 for one of those. And then I'd like you to strum a G chord. So I just like to do a standard G for this. So that's index finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the E string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret also on the bottom E string. Strum it, and then play the bottom string of that whilst holding down this 3 twice. And just get that louder and louder. And then that's called a rap. I just want you to put your fingers in a knuckle and hit the strings so they go against the fretboard, that noise. So here's from the last bar of what we learnt in bridge 1 going into the new part, okay? Okay, then chorus. It's the same thing as chorus 1, but we're adding in some strums of chords rather than big pinches of chords like we did in video 1 and chorus 1. So we're strumming an E minor, that's 2nd fret on the D and G string. Then bottom, bottom, then 3. Do it whilst holding down the E minor, so use your little finger, or if you do E minor that way, use your ring finger, but let everything ring. So we strum, that's bottom string there twice, to a C chord, strum it. So that's index 1st fret, 2nd fret and 3rd fret on the A, D and G string, strum the bottom 5, and that's 3 open strings. Then 2nd fret, just turning that finger down. Then we have a G of sorts. So index finger here, 2nd fret, middle finger 3rd fret on the E and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B. Strum bottom 5. Try to avoid the bottom string. Then it's the same open strings. Then play that 3 that we're holding down here to a D suspended 2nd. Leave the ring finger there, put the index finger on the G string, on the 2nd fret. Strum all 4 bottom 4 strings. So you're probably seeing a bit of a pattern with this. There's always like 3 open strings wedged in apart from the beginning. So that then repeats. Let's take you through all of that. So here's the chorus. After 4, 3, 4. Repeat, chorus, C, then into the midsection. I want you to make another C chord and strum it all the way down, then go middle, index, middle, ring. Finger picking rule, thumb plays the top 4 strings, index, middle and ring play the G, B and E string. Just a little quick recap there. Then put the pinky down on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string. Then make a D chord, strum it. Then middle, index, middle, lift up, middle finger on this hand, on the fretting hands, and then put it back and play that twice. So open 2, so it goes. So from the C again, we go C, D, middle, index, middle, lift up, put down. Then 3rd fret on the thinnest string, hold that there, big pinch, thumb on the top string, index, middle and ring. Then middle finger on the 2nd fret, on the 3rd fret on the thickest string, index finger on the 2nd fret, sort of making a G major 7, and pinching thumb, middle and ring, not a big pinch. And then go back to what the pinch we just did before, 3rd fret on the thinnest. Then make a D chord, pinch thumb, middle and ring, and flick away with the middle finger whilst making a D chord. So it's, okay, so I'll do that new part, so it's, okay, we're then going to go back to a C. This time we're going to pinch it, but we're still going to go middle, index, middle, middle, index, middle, then open on the thinnest, and then 3rd fret again. So it's the same idea, it's just not a strum. The first one was a strum, but this time it's pinch, big pinch. And then we're going to make a D chord, strum it, bottom 4, then middle, index, middle, middle, middle on that. If you know what your fingers are, you should know how to play that. We've then got this change, okay? So put your index finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, ring and pinky on the 4th fret on the D and G string. It's quite a change, probably the most challenging fretting you'll do in this song. So do focus, practice it. Pinch thumb, index and middle. So that's your pinch, thumb on the A string. Then play it twice on the middle finger. Then index on that 4 that we're holding down here. And then you do the same thing again. And then we just slide that pinky out to the 5th fret to there. So that part goes. Now chorus 3 is just the same as chorus 2. So that's strumming E minor, strumming C, strumming G of sorts, D suspended 4th, then repeat. And then we're into what I've called the outro. Okay, so this is very, very similar to what we did in the second part of the intro, actually, which is this idea. So if I show you the finger picking pattern, that will make it a lot easier. So the pattern is pinch, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle. Do that again. And then we're going to be just doing that pattern with various different chords, changing the bass note each time. So to start with, it's open string. So I'll do it from the end of the repeat of chorus 3. Then make a C chord and do the same thing, but the bass note is different. It's the thumb here, but everything else is the same. And then ring finger to the 3rd fret on the B string, and middle finger up here on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. Once again, pinch is going to be with the bass note on the thickest string. And then leaving the ring there, index bringing that down to the 2nd fret on the G to make this D suspended 4th, 2nd, pinching thumb on the D string because it's a D chord. And then we're going to repeat that. So open strings, which is based on an E minor, C, then go to this chord, instead of picking it, strum the D, G and B string. Okay. Then leaving that ring there, I'd like you to slide that up. So pick 3 and keep the pressure down up to 4. Then pick that up to 5. So it goes. Then thumb on the big pinch basically, thumb on the thickest string. Middle, index, middle and ring. and then a harmonic. Okay, so I'll do that ending for you again. So this is the full outro after 4, after and actually. 4 and. Now, if you're wondering about how I'm doing that high sound at the end there, I'm going to the 12th fret on the guitar and I'm hovering around the middle of the thinnest string, okay? And I'm just very lightly touching the string so that I can just about feel it, but it's like this fret here is cutting my middle finger in half. That's where you need to be aiming to touch it very gently, and then with your thumb, strike it very hard. And you should get this very high, sort of ethereal, ghost-like sound. So I like to do a pinch and just leave everything ringing. Thanks a lot for watching part 2 of Numb, the fingerstyle version. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end of the lesson, and I really hope you've enjoyed learning it and that you've now got another fingerstyle instrumental in your repertoire. If you want to learn some more, I've included a link in the video above there, and that will take you to a section on my website where it's just fingerstyle instrumentals. Some of them I've written, some of them are from books, but they're all ones that I really, really like. I usually do ballads. I much prefer slower ballady songs or mid-tempo than I do doing up-tempo fingerstyle stuff. So if that's your thing, have a look, because I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for latest updates of fingerstyle lessons as well. Keep on playing, and see you soon.